Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So this is my 10-gallon wild guppy tank, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to call it that much longer because these wild guppies are becoming rather fancy. So these are descendants. This colony I've had for over 3 years. I started with 10 feeder guppies from my local fish store, and the originals were really plain. I mean, they did have some of the little like kind of pastel colors to them and those black circle dots, but over the years they have noticeably evolved. Their tail fins have gotten longer. Not too long ago I showed a video where I pointed out their tail fins, like they have sort of, like the top half of their fins are longer. But what I didn't really notice too much was some of the really fancy looking dorsal fins. Like they have cobra markings or mosaic tiger patterns, whatever you'd want to call them. There's maybe these two right here, if I can get a good look at them. Like when they display their dorsal fins. This one right here, there's some really colorful patterned dorsal fins. So I've never added any other genes, any guppy genes. It's all from the same original 10. They've just evolved like this. I have along the way moved some of them to other tanks and mixed their genes with other fancy guppies, but I'm about to do a water change on this tank, so I'm going to move a couple of them. And I'm going to be moving some, that one has a nice dorsal fin. I'm going to be moving some peppered Corydoras in here. I used to have emerald green Corydoras that I've since moved to my 84 gallon, but I just got some peppered Corys to put in here. And I'm going to add some shrimp too, some neocaridina cherry shrimp. See if I can get a colony of those going. Alright, I'm going to do a water change and I'll show you some updates. Stand by. Alright, water change is done. Almost. I mean, once I release these fish, I'm gonna top off the tank with new water. But so here, 6 peppered Corydoras, and that top right, that's a nerite snail, and then got 5 red neocaridina shrimp. I wanted to make sure at least one was a settled female. See if I can start a population in here with just those. I've been able to do that pretty much every time I've tried it, adding around a half a dozen or so new tanks and letting them population take off from there. And then I already released the 2 male guppies that I took out of this tank and added to my 40 gallon. So let's look at those. should see one of them. Yeah, there's one. Of the two, that's the less fancy, but the dorsal fin is pretty fancy. And where's the other one? There it is. So yeah, look at that dorsal fin. Pretty sweet. Alright. And then I'm going to finish acclimating the Corydoras and the shrimp, and I'll show you those in their 10-gallon. Alright, peppered Corys released. There's a couple of the cherry shrimp you can see right there. Nerite snail right there already moved. It was over here. I dropped it in. Alright. So there's a fry right there. There's several. When I shook up the Java moss when I did the water change, a lot of them came out. This one right here, that male, has a cool looking orange spot on its dorsal fin. Yeah, so adding the nerite snail. See if it can eat up some of that algae on the glass. And we'll see if the neocaridina cherry shrimp population can take off in here. I'm sure it will with this Java moss and subwassertang mix here. Plenty of room for shrimplets to hide. So with these guppies, there is you see right there, a bunch of males harassing a female. The male to female ratio is a lot higher with males. Part of the reason why I moved a couple of them to the 40-gallon, and I expect I'm going to move some more. And then when these fry grow up, hopefully they can even out the ratio. But yeah, they are cool looking. The entire time I've had this colony, I've enjoyed them. When they were really plain, didn't have much finnage. And I actually kind of like them with shorter fins, so when it's too dangly like that, I'd rather not get fancy like that, but I do like the colors developing, like the dorsal fins that I pointed out. Yeah. Alright, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.